Hey everybody, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Everybody wants to know, everybody's searching, how do I feel better? How do I get healthier? And I'm going to give you, and I'm not going to count them because it's, as messages come in, I will relay them to you. The biggest thing to health and happiness is eliminate stress. And before you say, yeah, okay, whatever, and you go away, hear me out. Because it's my husband and I, you can call it diet, you can call it exercise, and I don't exercise, so I'm just going to flat out tell you. It's a lifestyle. It's a mindset. It is a complete overhaul of everything that you've been taught your whole life. He went to a program yesterday that talks about whole health. And I told him, when he went, I said, if they give you some bullshit generic answer of how to be healthy, I'm going to be mad. Well, he went in there and there was I think he said 4 people in the class plus the instructor. And he said it was the most amazing thing because everybody was on the same page as far as politics, religion, the corruption, how to eliminate stress from your life. I mean, he gained a lot of knowledge, but he also got a lot of confirmation that we're on the right track. We're doing the right things. And you say, okay, well, how am I'm miserable. How am I supposed to eliminate stress from my life? Or, well, that's easier said than done. And I will tell you, I was there. I was there. I was where if you're still in stress, if you were still in anxiety, upheaval, anger, judgment, all of that stuff, I was there. If I can shift, you can shift. My husband was homeless for a while. And I'll tell you, and this is not an excuse, it is fact. Veterans, because he's a veteran, live under so much stress. They leave this existence. They leave they leave life as they were grown up and taught. Then they're thrown into the military, which deprograms you with everything that you've been taught so far. Then they reprogram you into their way of thinking, being, for survival and combat, basically. Then they throw them back out into existence. And these guys are supposed to go back into society now with the mindset of how to survive and teamwork and combat and all of those things. And they don't help them back into society. And this video is not about that. It's just, again, it's not an excuse, it's a fact. Those guys are dealing with a stress that unless you've been there, you don't understand it. And I've seen this with my husband. I've seen what he's been through. I've tried to help him adjust back to life. Because the other thing is a lot of them don't have day-to-day life skills. You know, and the program that he was at, they talk about returning healthy veterans, but they don't teach them how to be healthy. So why this went off on this tangent, I don't know, but it's something that somebody needs to hear. So, okay. Okay. Because what I got is this is not just geared for, I'm not just here for, I want to say everyday people. I'm here for everybody. When you sit down and make a list of what stresses you in your life, even from basic day-to-day needs, what stresses you? Because I can sit here and tell you to turn off the TV. I can sit here and tell you to shift your mindset, to have positive thought processes. And honestly, that is where my initial thought was for this video. Most of you guys know that. You need to turn the TV off, because it's nothing but negative lies, brainwashing, programming that are not serving you. Eliminate stressful relationships. One thing that he talked about yesterday, and it is, if you're in a relationship where somebody is constantly pushing your buttons, or if you are constantly pushing somebody's buttons, that is something that needs to be addressed. How you address it, it depends on which side of the equation you're on. If you're with somebody that's constantly pushing your buttons, personally, I would leave that situation, because I will not tolerate somebody pushing my buttons purposely. Now, my husband and I have differences. We have things, yes, life happens. You get upset at some things. That just happens, but he doesn't do it intentionally. I don't intentionally try to piss him off. I don't look for chances, and there are people out there that do this. They look for opportunities and chances to get under your skin, to piss you off. And then they just keep digging and keep digging. And if you're in that situation, you have a choice. You can stay or get out. Personally, I would get out. I'm not telling you what to do. You have to make that choice. If you are that person, you have a choice. Keep doing it and keep living in misery, or change. Bottom line, either one, you need to change. So look at your relationship. In anything, I can tell you all those kinds of things, but at the end of the day, sometimes it's the simple life skills that stress you, and you can't find an answer. It could be balancing a checkbook. It could be simple finance things that you were never taught. It could be how to, and I know some of you are like, okay, this is so mundane, but I'm telling you, because there are people out there, and if you are one of them, there is no judgment here. I get it. I understand. When my daughter went to college, she called me and she said, "Mom, it's crazy the number of kids that don't even know how to wash clothes." think about, and my daughter, thank God, she knew how to cook, she knew how to wash clothes, she knew all that kind of stuff because I taught her how to do that. Not from a dictatorship, you got to do this, but it's a learning thing. It's life skills. People aren't taught life skills anymore, which adds to stress. And you think about military, they get out of school, they go straight into the military. They're not taught how to wash clothes and balance a checkbook and make sure, all their personal finances are in order. They don't understand that because because their family is taking care of that while they're out doing what they're there to do. So then they get out of the military and they're, 4 years, 20 years, whatever. Now they're expected to just know how to do all that. And it adds stress, a lot of stress. And a lot of them end up homeless because they don't understand these basic things that they should understand. So again, it adds stress. And disease is a dis-ease. It's where your body is not at ease. It is anything that causes you to be anything other than at ease. Whatever that is. So write these things down because sometimes you take things for granted. You just going through life and don't write it down. Don't write it down from you're less than, because you only know what you know. If you've never been taught, how can you be expected to know it? If nobody ever told you that the TV is telling you lies and they're feeding you fear, some people would get that. Some people they still buy into the thought process that the TV is telling them the truth. And I know my husband has told me when he was in the military, he would be in another country doing whatever he was doing, and he would talk to his mom, and what the TV was telling her was not at all what was going on in that other country. We, over here in America, were being told a whole different story than what they were told. Look at the poor guys, women, and men that came back from Vietnam. My heart breaks for those people. Because we as Americans were lied to about what they were doing, and they were doing what they were sent there to do. They didn't do that on their own. They were told, they were ordered to go do whatever they did. And then we were lied to cause judgment, to cause blame, division, all of those kinds of things. And we caused extra stress on those people that came back from Vietnam or any war. Anyway, I don't know why this video is going down this path, but eliminating stress from your body, from your life, is crucial for health and well-being. Stress comes in so many different sizes, shapes, colors, designs, you name it. Stress could be what you're feeding your body. Here is a thought. Okay, if you're into nutrition, sorry, I didn't mean to spit on you. If you're into looking for a way to make money, I'm going to give it to you because this is not my thing. But I told him yesterday, I said, what needs to happen is somebody needs to put a program together that says, okay, and maybe this needs to go in the ear of RFK. I don't know. What is your body type? What is your blood type? What is your history? All this stuff, and I'm sure there's more. All of that needs to go into a computer program, and it spits out what you should eat. Because everybody's different. You might have a pear-shaped body, but your blood type is something else, different than somebody else that has a pear-shaped body. So everybody that has a pear-shaped body doesn't need to eat the same thing. Everybody that has a blood type of A or B or O or whatever doesn't need to eat the same thing because everybody's different. So plug all this stuff into a program. Somebody design this program and let me know. Because what you're eating can stress your body. When you're eating processed crap, you're stressing your body because it's not something your body was designed to digest. What are you listening to? Are you listening to the TV? Are you listening to even music? Be very conscious. And I listen to all kinds of music. It depends on my mood. But what are you listening to? Does it make you feel good? Or do you notice, because there are the head banging, screaming, mosh pit shit? No, that stresses me like I can't tell you. And I can feel it in my body. I just feel the anxiety. If you listen to music and it doesn't calm you, it doesn't make you feel happy, stop listening to it. If it tenses you up and it makes you feel stressful, like you want to, no. Sorry, somebody's running by my house. Like you want to hit somebody, don't listen to it. And another thing I'll tell you is when it comes to religion, more and more and more people are seeing that organized religion is a cult. It's a limiting belief. It is a program to cause division and stress. If that is not resonating with you, get out of it. Everybody that was in my husband's class yesterday, they started out, probably, I think all of them started out as Christians, and they saw how hypocritical and judgmental they are and how limiting their belief system is. It's like, yeah. So more people are seeing, if that is stressing you, change it. If it is if it's basic everyday needs, and I don't say that from a judgment place, but if it's skills just to get you through the day, I don't have all the answers. But I will tell you, if you are struggling with just basic everyday things that you need to get you through the day, but you don't understand how to wash clothes, how to balance your checkbook, how to declutter your house, because you walk into a house that's cluttered, it adds stress. There is trapped energy. Everywhere there's clutter, there's trapped energy, which bogs you down. It adds to your stress. There are so many things. Pay attention to how you feel. Oh, what was that? What? Reach out to me. And it doesn't have to be here where everybody sees your message. My email is below. Email me. Because I want to help you. Nobody should be sitting there bashing yourself upside the head or being stressed because you don't know how to do something, and I don't want to say simple, because if you don't know, you don't know. So it's not simple to you. It's stressful to you. If there's something that's stressing you and you don't know how to fix it, reach out to me. If I don't have the answer, I will help you find it. Because I want you guys healthy. I want you happy. And there are so many ways. Everybody's different. What stresses one person might not stress somebody else. Now, there are also people that choose to live in victimhood. If you're don't come to me to ask me a question if you're going to continue to argue with me. Because there are those people also. If I am here to help you and you honestly want the help, that's fine. That's what I'm here for. I've tried to help people before and they want to argue with me and tell me I'm crazy or that can't happen or that's not going to work or I'm dreaming or whatever. No, I send you blessings. I send you love. Don't waste my time or yours. But I am here to help those that want the help, that truly, truly don't have the answer, but they're searching and they don't know who to talk to, who to ask. That alone is a stress. Even in the spiritual evolution, there are things that we're told and you're like, you hear and you're like, I don't understand that. You know what? There are some things that I still don't understand. Let it go. Those are things that you're not meant to, if it stresses you, those are things that you are not meant to understand yet, if ever. And that's okay. If it's something that truly interests you, Google it. Find a resource. Again, reach out to me. I will try to help you find a resource. You know, if you are truly intrigued by astral travel, check it out. If you don't even know, if you hear astral travel and you don't even know what that is and it stresses you out, let it go. Because it's not meant for you. You're here for a different purpose. So don't let this stuff stress you. There again, write down what it is that stresses you. So because again, you don't know what you don't know. And what I might take for granted might be the very thing that you don't have an answer for, and you are so stressed over it, and it's causing such tension in your life. Again, reach out to me. I'm here to help you. I don't have all the answers to give you in this video because it would take all day, because everybody's different. But like I said, if there's anything in your life on any level that is not bringing you peace, write it down. It is something that needs to be changed. Depending on what it is will depend on what that change is. Maybe it's just knowledge. Maybe it's just learning. Maybe it's something that needs to be eliminated from your life. You know, if it's a toxic relationship, toxic relationship, eliminate it. Get rid of it. It's not serving you. I don't care if it's somebody you know what? The universe will support you. I don't care if it's a relationship you've been in for 50 years. If it's toxic, get out. The universe is here to support you. This is the time for you to take care of you. And I just feel this white light coming down around my shoulders right now, because it is a message to you to confirm the universe is here to support you. If it is a food, if it is a drug, find a way, eliminate it. I'm not telling you to come off all your medicine, but I will tell you, don't be very careful about your be very careful about who you listen to about your drugs. Because I posted a video a month ago. My husband's doctor had put him on medicine that he really didn't need in the first place, but they pushed pills. So they pushed drugs. So he was taking it. And this is the second time he's been on it, and it landed him in the hospital. He thought he had a heart attack. He went back to the doctor, and she wanted to put him back on the medicine. And I'm like, the drugs. And I'm like, no, that's not even an option. And I wanted to bang her in the head and say, wake the hell up. Because are you not even listening to what he's saying? He just told you anyway, that's a whole nother story. He is very healthy. He's healthier than he's been in I can't tell you how long. He doesn't need drugs. Even though his doctor keeps telling him, oh, you need to be on these drugs. No. So yesterday, he was given the name of another doctor. Thank God. So, again, what is stressing you? When you eliminate stress from your body, from your life gets so much better. And don't tell me it can't happen. Don't tell me, Pam, you don't understand. Because yes, sweetheart, I do. I was there. If I can change, you can change. I'm here to help you. I'm here to guide you. I can't do it for you. It doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter what your situation is. It can change. You can eliminate the stress. You can change your mindset, the way you look at things, the way you talk to yourself, the way you live, think, breathe, all of it. So anyway, I hope this helps you. I hope this gives you something. Nobody should live in stress. Nobody should live in fear. Nobody. That is a lie, a belief system that we were born into. It is now time to shift it and change it. The agenda wanted you to live in stress and fear and anxiety and like you had no way out, so they could control you. This is the time you know what? It's the time to say, you know what? Pucker up and kiss my ass. I'm not there anymore. I choose a different life for me. I choose a different existence for me. Your stress, your fear, your anxiety, your control, you can have it. I want no parts of it. I choose a life of happiness and joy and freedom and peace and ease, not dis-ease. So if this helps you at all, click the like button, subscribe to my channel. I will link both of my books below because they will both help you with this type of process for limiting beliefs and shifting your mindset. And again, if you have questions that you can't find answers to, or you're afraid to ask somebody else, or you're ashamed that you don't even know how to do something that people look at as simple and you've been looked down on, like, God, you don't even know how to do that? There is no judgment here. I will not ever judge somebody. I love you. I want the best life in the world for you. Reach out to me. Trust me, I have met men in their 50s, 60s that don't know basic skills because they were never taught. So I send you all the love in the world. And again, there is no judgment. Email me. I will help you get that part under control. I will give you the knowledge that my background is very vast for a reason. Very vast. So, and if I don't have the answers, I will help you find them. So have an amazing day, and we will talk soon.